Tip-top trippers, my name is Donato and welcome to my latest video adventure. It's Saturday the 26th of February, and as it's a Saturday it can only mean one thing, that's right, Saturday smiles whilst running those miles. Let's go guys. But before I get into the details of this wonderful video, it'd be fabulous if you could give this video a thumbs up, and if you haven't already done so, subscribe, because it really does help spread the word that this wonderful channel and get those Saturday smiles out there whilst running those miles. Let's go. Oh yes, guys and gals, welcome back, welcome back. What a week it has been. Yes indeed. I'd love to hear how your week has been going. Leave it in the comments below. Doing any training? Got anything coming up? But oh boy, what a week, and how serendipitous that last Saturday's Smiles was about being flexible and adaptable, because it's been quite a if you would have seen from the videos, I'm going to be covering two main topics on today's Saturday Smiles. One is how our language affects our mindset. Yeah, the language, the words that we use, but also following on from that, being flexible and adaptable. Yes, and the first thing about being flexible and adaptable is no parkrun today. Oh no, I know. I'll tell you more in a moment. Guys, I had to stop here. This is on one of my regular routes. Yes. Fox. Me on my run, meeting Fox. It can only mean one thing. For those of you in the 70s will remember the rock band Sweet. Fox on the Run. Yes, Fox on the Run. Oh yes, Google it, look it up on YouTube, have a listen. Cracking song. Better get on with my run. So yes guys, no park run today. Being flexible and adaptable. If you would have seen, I had, since my last Saturday Smiles, I've had 3 videos come out this week. Some of them unplanned, yes, because we've got to be flexible and adaptable. But I've got to give a big shout out to all you guys for the positive comments, support, feedback. It's absolutely brilliant. If I was to go in no particular order of the 3 videos, Alistair Walker, if you haven't seen my chat with him as part of my 50 Commonwealth Coffees challenge, which you're all welcome to join in, recording is optional. Alistair, what an athlete. 34 minutes 10k at the age of 62. He's now 65, ran a world record indoor 3,000 meters under 10 minutes. Come on. Woo. It was an absolute pleasure chatting with Alistair, and we had such a blast. Go watch it if you haven't already seen it. And then there was the weekly training update, where we've had some massive miles, yeah. And you would have seen at the end of that video where I came across, in fact at the end of this particular canal was flooded. Yes, so I thought on the Monday, let's go and film the floods. So whilst it's nothing new to the locals, it happens every year, but to me it was exciting and scary, because it's the first time I've seen it up close, you know, in real life. You know, watching a disaster movie on TV is one thing, you know, earthquakes and all that, but when you're experiencing an earthquake for real, whew, and it's the same with those floods, seeing it in real life, wow. And looking at the amount of views on that, clearly people prefer watching disaster movies as opposed to me running. But anyway, the park run, yeah, the floods, the training, that's why there's no park run today. That Pitchcroft, Worcester Pitchcroft racecourse is a lake. as you may have seen on my previous video, completely underwater. Now there is another park run here in Worcester, but logistically, with the time on my training plan to be on feet, to get there, do the run, come back, would have been too much for me. So I'm sticking within the guidance of the plan, hence being on this route. And I'll take you along where I've discovered some new things, which would be like the addendum to my being flexible and adaptable, and how when we embrace that, opportunities present themselves. Really, oh, they really did this week, big time. So one of the opportunities about being flexible and adaptable is the canal towpath had been closed for a few weeks, long before this flooding, so I had to find a new route for me long runs, new routes on some other training runs. But yeah, so I had to follow this, there you go, footpath diversion through this tunnel, and it's quite a low ceiling, so I'm ducking down so I don't bang my head through the puddles and mud. Yeah, so yeah, a bit of a diversion, but an opportunity presented itself. You would have seen last week I went on the long run with the Black Pair joggers on the Sunday. Kieran invited me over, and what an epic run that was. I'd have to say, whilst it was my longest long run ever, that doesn't make it the most epic. It was just being able to run, gotta avoid where I'm going here, being able to run with Kieran and others, and it sort of takes your mind off the distance. So at the end, where I ran a 5k at what was it, threshold, aerobic threshold level, it felt great, and turned out being a lot longer than what was on the plan. We got a little lost, and I was supposed to do around 30k plus a 5k at the end, but it turned out 38k because we got a little bit lost, and with the floods I had to take a bit of a reroute. But yeah, so following the footpath diversion back on the road, which is where I was running along here with Kieran on the Sunday, and I'll take you along the other happy accident that happened that caused me to help me to do a brilliant training run on Thursday. Let's take you to that course now. So on the Sunday, it was whilst running along here, a sort of nondescript industrial park just outside of the centre of Worcester, that Kieran mentioned, because I saw on the footpath there was various markings, and Kieran enlightened me that there's literally a time trial course around an industrial park, which a lot of the top guys use for their speed sessions, threshold sessions, because it's relatively quiet. You follow a footpath like this and you just go round. It's literally a 2.5k circular route, and you just clock up whatever distance you need to do. So let's head over there now and show you the delights of an industrial park here in Worcester. So I'm on the circular route now, Shire Business Park, and how ironic that this is called Berkeley Way, because I think this weekend, is it not the Berkeley Marathon? Or endurance, Berkeley 100 miler, I can't remember. It's one of those long ultras that it's very difficult for people to finish within the allocated time. But anyway, I'm just doing a nice easy run here, and what a glorious route this was. So basically I'll tell you more about this on the training video coming out later in the week, probably the Tuesday, about what I've done here. But oh, so good. So there you have a number of opportunities presenting themselves to me, and I took them. So whilst I could have moaned and complained about the flooding and my usual run routes, I had it all planned out. And also the park run today, of which, by the way, I got my landmark shirt. 25 I've done now. Woo! It's all about the language and mindset that we have, and a genuine positive mindset, not a toxic positive mindset that I see so many people doing now, which I'll talk about a little bit, about the words that we use and how the words can affect our mindset once I turn around the other way and start heading back. Quick change, as I saw where the sun was pointing. If I wait till I turn around, I don't think it'll come out too well or as good as this. But anyway, words, mindset, positive thinking, genuine positive thinking, but words that we use with what's been happening over the past couple of years and all sorts of stuff going on. I could do a whole thesis on this. I've noticed on social media words that people use. Now, some of them I'm aware that a number of influencers, and this is words that have been told to me about words they use, they give it a bit of extra, shall we say. Oh this, oh that, yeah. Obviously you guys who watch this, you're all genuine, you like some real stuff. Don't get any of that flannel from me. But one word I've been seeing a lot of is the word battle. Now, for me, call me old-fashioned, but battle is war. You know, that awful stuff that's going on in the Ukraine and other parts of the world where people have been dying, being shot at. That's a battle. That's war, yeah? Getting out of bed. And I do appreciate and I accept for some people they may feel this way, but getting out of bed is not a battle. It may be a challenge for some of us, and believe you me, at my age now, over 60, some of my joints and limbs, when I wake up, ooh, I don't feel like getting up. So I know that, but it's a challenge, and it's a fine line of words that we use between challenge and battle that affects our mindset. So let's keep it positive, guys, and maybe you want to share some of your examples of how you change the words to help you in a positive way, not a toxic way. So just to show you some of the markings on the road, because as a runner we spot these, don't we? There's certain indicators where you think, ooh, what goes on here? So I'm already coming across a lot of white lines here, but the one that was a giveaway was this one. See that? 10k, and then just along here a little bit more is 5k. Yeah, how very dare this industrial park not be exactly 2.5 kilometers circular route, hence the slight difference in 5k and 10k. So guys, back on the home leg, back on the canal. That's it for today's Saturday Smiles. I hope you've enjoyed it and found it informative in some way. If you have, then please do give this a thumbs up, and if you haven't already done so, subscribe and share amongst all your friends, running or non-running, whatever. But thank you all so much for taking the time to come in and watch this. Really do appreciate it. Means a lot, and the comments that you leave makes me feel good. So on that note, and feeling good, see you at the next video. Thank you all, love you all, bye bye bye.